A major issue with Luminar is that it has no built-in support for watermarking. In most cases, we can work around these limitations, but it requires a couple of steps. There is one caveat though. The watermark image has to be black and white to work across all images. Although we can use colors, but that would require adjusting the watermark for every image, which is not very practical. Also, since Luminar does not save layers in looks, we cannot save this process as a look and apply it across images. Let's see how we can watermark images in Luminar. For this session, I have two transparent PNGs which I had made earlier. This one is an image and text, and this one is text only, but with a transparent background. I also have a JPEG of the same, because it actually makes very little difference in Luminar since it has no support for transparencies. So let's look at the first method, and we'll just pick up this image. And of course the image processing happens first. The first way is to add a new image layer. So let's add this text only. Open that up. We'll go into layer transform. Push it down to the size we want. Done here. And now go into the blend mode and change it to darken or multiply, whichever one you like better. So that is one part of it. Let's add another layer, and let's use the image and text watermark. We do the same process here. We go into layer transform. In this case, we just make sure the aspect ratio is locked. Bring this down to somewhere here and click on done. And the same process applies. Go into the blend modes, darken or normal, or rather multiply depending on your preference. Now, since looks do not support layers, we cannot save this as a look. We will have to do this for every individual image. Let's reset this and look at the other way of doing it. The other way is where Luminar detects a sky, like in this image. If we go into the creative mode, we have the sky selection enabled, which means it detects a sky here. And then we go into augmented sky, select a custom object, which is our own. Let's say we do the bird first. Open that, place the object, resize it, and because this is a transparent cutout, a PNG, it works fine. And now that we've placed the object, this is done. Now, since this is part of the image, what we can do here is save this as a new look. Let's say watermark, and we save this. Now, wherever Luminar detects a sky, you can simply apply this look. Let's say this image, and we can do that. Now, for images like this one, where there is no sky detected, you cannot do this. It doesn't work. For these kind of images, you will have to go back to layers, add a new image layer, and The problem here is, even if I use this transparent PNG, go into layer transform, and let's say we put it somewhere around here, click on done, go into the blend modes. If you do a darken or even a multiply, because of the colors, you will not get the desired result. So let's delete this layer, and instead of this we add a new image layer, which is the text only. Once again we go into layer transform, adjust and place it where we want, click on done, go into the blend modes, darken or multiply depending on your choice, and that's it. Unfortunately, like I mentioned earlier, this method you cannot replicate with looks because looks do not save layers. So that's it for now. Have fun. Till the next one.